Welcome to the Global Collabs presentation of teen changemakers and the role of technology. We are coming to you live from the United Nations and are excited to have you here with us. We have our presentation, I believe,
We
on,
can't see the presentation.
yeah, that's because I haven't shown it yet. So it is. Can you see it now?
Yeah.
Okay, so are we recording?
Yep, we're good.
Okay, good. Okay, everybody, welcome. We'll be letting people in. Please, those of you that are co-hosts, please check and make sure you're letting people in the room as they come in. We've got a lot to present in about 40 minutes, and then we hope to have a solid 20-minute Q&A. And we're very appreciative of Liv. It's Liv Erickson, right, with Mozilla Hubs?
Yes.
Yes. So Liv is with Mozilla Hubs, which has been a fantastic platform for the Global Collab Network teens and adults to use to learn about virtual reality. We'll be talking about that and also sharing how we use technology at the Global Collab to engage teens across the planet on being change makers around the UN SDGs. So as always, we are going to turn this presentation to our youth to lead. But first, I'm Linda Staley with the Global Collab Network, the founding director. And I want each of the presenters to introduce themselves and where they're from, so that they all are here presenting and you know where they're from. We'll do quick welcome and then we'll head into our virtual reality presentation, the documentary we're making, our global video challenge, and then our SDG hubs. So here we are, and I'm going to introduce Emma to introduce herself and the collab. Emma, take it away.
Perfect. Hi, everyone. My name is Emma Cazzini. I'm from Colorado, but I flew into the UN delegation this week, and I am one of the teen leads for the Global Collabs Education Hub. The Global Collab is a platform that empowers and gives teens the opportunity to be change makers in their community. We meet every week. We have 12 different hubs that will meet weekly, and generally they're focused on the different SDGs. So that's one of the ways we engage teens, and we also do that through a global video contest. And we'll talk about both of those a little bit later. But overall, the Global Collab is a place for teens to get connected with others who are passionate and to be able to make change. Linda, are you trying to say something? You're on mute.
Yes, I was a hard time changing the slides, but I think I got it.
Okay. Cool. So we do a lot of our the collab is based online, but we do some in-person different sort of projects. So for example, right now we have a teen delegation that is at the United Nations for this week at the High Level Political Forum. Other projects
Okay, again, I'm having, there we go. Okay.
Perfect. We've had different presentations at colleges, summits, as well as partnership presentations at IKEA. We do a lot of it is based in Arlington, where we have a large group of teams there, but we do host and work on projects all over. I'm now going to send it over to Liv Erickson, who is from Mozilla Hubs. So thank you.
Awesome. Thank you, Emma. Hi, everybody. It's great to be here. It's great to meet you all. My name is Liv Erickson. I am based in New York City, and I am the ecosystem development lead at Mozilla. Mozilla is often known for the work that we've done on the Firefox web browser, but in my role, I work with a large number of open source communities to build other projects that are looking at the future of the internet and the way that we stay connected, one of which is Mozilla Hubs. Mozilla Hubs is a browser-based platform for creating private virtual worlds and experiences, some of which you'll see shortly, that can be built and accessed directly through the browser on a desktop, a laptop, a mobile phone, a tablet, or a VR device. With these social online spaces and avatar chat, people are able to embody these virtual worlds that they're creating and share them so that they're able to express themselves. And I've been following along with the work of the Global Collab and the work that they've been doing with hubs for I think almost a year. It's been quite a few months. I can't exactly remember when we've been connected, but one of the things that I am just consistently amazed by is the work that these teenagers are doing in their groups to use emerging technologies to stay connected from around the world and really push forward on solving some of the largest challenges that we're facing today through their work with the United Nations SDGs. So very excited to be here today to be able to have an event where their work can be showcased and we can learn more about how these technologies are being used to make change for some of our global challenges. And I will pass it back over to, I believe, Star for the next
Okay.
presentations.
Yeah, thank you. This thing to move, for some reason, can't seem to move here, there we, oops, wrong way. There we go, okay.
Perfect. Thanks, Liv. So yeah, we just want to say thanks to Mozilla Hubs and for Liv for supporting us. So we really appreciate you and being able to be here and moderate this with us. So you'll see here the collab, we use VR to advance the SDGs, and we were able to enter the Metaverse for SDGs competition. If you look at the top left, that's that image, and it was basically a global competition that that was put together, and 2 of our teams actually advanced to the semifinals. So that was really exciting, and we've really had a great time just learning VR together. Erdem Murat, I want to thank him. I don't think he's with us today, but he was our VR director. He is our VR director that educates all of us, our teens, the adults, on how to use VR to engage and produce really impressive work that you'll see here shortly. So you'll see we had one adult team, and that really highlighted all of our 5 VR rooms. So we'd love to show you on the next slide a little bit about that. And then we also have 3 teen rooms, and I'll talk about that as well. So you can always visit our VR experiences. They're actually on our website. And here on the top left, you'll see our some of our rooms. So it educates everyone on the SDGs, on all of our hubs, and you can run around and explore the different areas. And you can also take a quiz and you get on our leaderboard as a change maker. So that's really cool. So definitely check out our adult room. So that's what we submitted for the adult team. So you'll see it was myself, Linda, Erdem, and John. And then on the right-hand side, you'll see Carolina's face here. She's our teen ambassador for the Climate Hub. And Carolina and her team, they did a really great job doing a movie night. So it was like a very greenery forest scene, and there's like popcorn machines and benches and like twinkle lights, and they created this really cool space for people to come in and actually watch movies together in virtual reality. So that was Carolina and her team. And then I'm going to pass it over to Rania to talk about her team.
Hi, so I'm Rania.
I'm Tanishka.
And we joined the Global Collab like last summer, and we were offered this incredible opportunity to participate in the SDG Metaverse competition. So Tanishka and I were like, yeah, we're working together, but we wanted to find like one more person. And Linda connected us with this amazing kid named Sid. He lives in India, and unfortunately, he wasn't able to join us today, I don't believe. But yeah, us 3 worked really hard to make a VR experience that was kind of highlights the environmental effects of desertification, and it walks users through potential solutions in an interactive medium with a lot of quizzes, videos, insightful other quizzes and activities, and a lot of other visuals as well.
Am I going to show it here? Can I do that?
Yeah.
Yep.
Linda, we can't hear the audio.
Oh, no. Okay, let's see if we can figure this out.
I think there's an option when you're screen sharing in Zoom to specifically say like share video pass through. I'd say you might need to reshare your screen.
Do I do MacBook Pro speakers or external headphones?
Think you have to stop sharing first,
Oh, okay.
and then they're down at the bottom. When you go to share your screen, there's two little check boxes
Do I
at
do
the bottom.
advanced sharing?
Share audio, it should say.
Okay, thank you. Sorry, folks. Let's see. Okay, I'm not sure how to do this. I'm wondering, Star, can you show this presentation?
Yeah, let me share the video. Let me go into Canva really quick. Okay.
This
Can you
is when
see
you, yeah, this is
Okay.
when you, okay, great, thank you.
Okay, let me see if the sound works. Can you hear it?
Hello, audience.
Yes,
Okay, I'll make it full now.
Hello, audience. Welcome to our insightful VR tour, where we will provide you with an immersive experience relating to one of the UN SDG goals. Our team members include Tanishka from Colorado, Sid from India, and I'm Rania, the team lead, also from Colorado. We are all 16 years old, and we learned about the Metaverse competition through Linda Stahili, the director of the Global Collab Network. One fun fact about me is that I am a competitive varsity tennis player.
I'm Tanishka, and one fun fact about me is I am a nationally ranked chess player.
Hello, I'm Siddharth CM and I'm 16 years old from India. I absolutely had no experience on Metaverse prior to this project. I am passionate about conserving biodiversity and I'm creating awareness among people regarding the same.
Prior to this competition, we all came from very different levels of familiarity with using VR. Although many of us have at least tried on a VR headset, we never attempted to build a Metaverse VR creation from scratch. One of the largest roadblocks to our completion was understanding how to operate the VR system and create a functioning debugged room. Led by our mentor, Erdem Murat, we quickly learned how to apply the basics of VR technology to our project and gradually transitioned to more complicated features, such as implementing spawn points and inserting self-produced media. We met every Sunday at 8 o'clock a.m. MST to work on our creation. Since we live on completely different sides of the globe, coordinating an adequate meeting time, especially with our different schedules, proved difficult for the first few months. So we used the Slack channel to our advantage and often generated ideas, formulated concepts, and fortified our VR knowledge through our communication channel. Our team is developing an immersive and experiential model in virtual reality for learning about the challenges and opportunities of UN SDG number 15, Life on Land. Our project, Combating Desertification, highlights the environmental effects of global desertification, walking users through potential solutions in an interactive medium. We wanted to make our desertification-based project into an interactive game for users to participate in.
We worked on the Mozilla Hubs VR platform and chose the school theme, which was already available in Hubs. To design the hallway, I chose to work on Canva, PowerPoint, and OpenShot video editor. Here, I tried to create the awareness on desertification. This is Classroom 1, where the viewers will be educated on various causes of desertification. I used Canva for creating posters and video. This is Classroom 2, the solution provided to combat desertification. Here, Ranier has used Beyond animation software to create this video.
In this classroom, we have included Ranya's insightful video titled Repurposing Weeds to Combat Desertification. Essentially, I submitted this video to the International World of 7 Billion Population Video Contest and won second place in the agriculture and food category. My short video highlights the effects and potential solutions to worldwide desertification from the lens of sustainability, for which I earned $600 in prize money for.
I used Canva for posters and video. The video was edited on OpenShot. Here, 3D models from Sketchfab have been used to provide the VR effect in this classroom. This is the activity room where I used Canva, Blender, and Sketchfab 3D models to create the thriving biodiversity landscape. I also created an activity area to demonstrate the ways to increase greenery. In this activity area, I used the spawning tool of Spoke to demonstrate the planting of seeds and sapling. Here, I first take the mud and place it in the pot. It is then followed by the addition of seed, sand, and water. In the second pot, the same procedure is followed, except that instead of adding the seed, we add the sapling. This feature can be used by the users who enter the room and try planting the seed and the sapling.
Lastly, we created an interactive quiz game on desertification and its causes to test the user's knowledge. I designed a teleportation feature in which the user can be teleported to a certain type of ecosystem based on their answer. If the user answers the question correctly, they will be teleported to a healthy and diverse ecosystem, whereas if the user answers the question incorrectly, they'll be teleported to an area with desertified land.
Sorry, there's no sound.
You can't hear like little music. It's like light background music.
No.
Okay. It's almost over. That was the last little section.
That was fantastic. Thank you for everybody's patience.
Thank you.
And yeah, Rania, I know, did Tanishka, did you want to say anything else, or did you want us to pass it over to Rasak?
No, I think we got it. Thank you.
Thank you. It was so great.
Yeah, also, Tanishka and I have to go now. We have like a lecture coming up. So thank you guys for having us and letting
Thank
us.
you.
Yeah, thank you for being
We're
here.
really proud of you both, all three of you. Okay.
Okay, and then we have Rasak from Lagos here with us. Rasak, did you want me to play the video while you're chatting through it?
Yes, it's good. Yeah, so good everyone. I'm Razak from Lagos, Nigeria. I'm an XR developer. I work with Meta building the 3D space in the metaverse. So I felt everyone needs to know about the world, about different continents. Okay, so from Africa, and we have over 7 continents. And we need to know much more about this, how people can interact with each of the surrounding. let's just take, for example, I want to visit United States, but I don't know anything about United States. So I decided to create a platform on Mozilla Hubs where you can get to connect with people, learn much more about United States, learn much more about the continent, and so on like that. So this is the space I created on Mozilla Hubs. I got some of the stairs and design from Sketchfab, and I designed some of it on Blender. So you're looking at this place. This is a space where you can have global events. Here we have one of the biggest zoo park in the world. So yeah, you get to visit one of the biggest zoo. Okay, so this place, yeah, this is just where you can visit the zoo, right? We also have another continent, which is welcome to Africa. Africa is my home, right? So you get to explore Africa. You get to see different things. You get to explore many of our culture, learn much more about Africa in the whole. And this is another continent entirely. Here you get to see many possibilities. You get to explore a lot. And welcome to Asia. You get to enter the space to do a lot of things, and finally you get to scan. So I believe a type of world where people get to connect with different people. This opens a lot of opportunity because I feel we can't just be in the world not knowing anything about what is going on. I can't just be in Africa not knowing about what's going on in Europe. It's not done. So I feel using the space, you get to connect with people, you get to interact and get to learn about different cultures. And here come the world.
That was fantastic, Rasak. Fantastic. So excited about this. We're going to work with you to get this promoted. This is fantastic. Okay,
Thank
Star,
you very
anything
much.
else? Star, anything else?
No, I think that's good for the VR. So thank you again to everyone who participated and to Liv and to Mozilla Hubs. That concludes our VR section.
Over to Haley.
Okay, hi. My name is Haley Zhang. I'm from Missouri in the US, and I'm currently the team lead of the documentary that we're currently making. So basically, we found this problem that not many teens actually know about the UN SDGs, and that majority of the teens are actually feeling like they don't really have a voice and they can't make a difference in this world. And we want to fix this problem and address this problem by creating a documentary for teens all around the world and to really amplify their voice. So this is a 20-minute documentary that is meant to be created from a teen's perspective. This was created by teens for teens to avoid the boring 1 hour long documentaries that are always shown in class that no one really pays attention to. It's meant to be interactive. We really want to empower the teen voice, show that the teens show teens that it is possible to make a change in all kinds of unimaginable ways that they might not even have thought of. So we currently have this documentary lined up to be played in schools in Arlington, Virginia, but we hope to get it into more school districts and potentially in the UN or maybe for the UN Film Festival. And I mean, we're really excited about this project. It's set to launch in September, and we would really love it if you'd help promote it and really try and get it out and get the word out because it's something we've been working on for the past year. Well, it's since like the beginning of this year. So, additionally, I want to just introduce some amazing people on our staff that's also working on this documentary. First is James, who is our director. He is amazing. He's been help organizing this whole entire thing, the shootings and everything. And then the second person I want to introduce and have him speak a little bit on the documentary is our film intern, Xander. So I'm gonna go ahead and pass the mic over to Xander.
Hello, everybody. My name is Xander. I recently joined this organization as an intern this summer to help out with the documentary. And being like, I never really grew up in a place where I really cared that much about these about political issues and the UN Sustainable Development Goals. However, when joining this group, my perspective changed so much, and it's been such an honor to be able to learn so much about all these issues and learn all the little ways that we can make change, and being able to now be in a documentary where I get to help send out that message to everybody else is honestly, it's such an honor, and I am so happy to be a part of the team.
All right, I think that's it, right, for Haley and Xander. Thank you both.
No, that was it. So thanks for supporting us, and yeah, look forward to the launch in September.
Great. And then we're gonna move over to our Teens Dream collab video contest, which is another way that we use technology to advance the SDGs. Emma, did you want to share about the Teens Dream?
Yes, thank you. Okay, so the Teen Stream Video Contest is a global contest that allows teenagers to present about their passions. So each teen has to submit a 2-minute video that connects to one of the United Nations Sustainable Development Goals, as well as identifies a problem in their community and then presents a solution. And so the global video contest, what's so great about it is how it brings so many teens to our organization, and as well as it gives them opportunities to have a platform and present what they care about. I think we have a short video from one of our winners this year as well. We're able to go to the next slide. Perfect.
One morning, following what seemed like routine rain and thunderstorms, I woke up in my house in Lagos, Nigeria to get flooded. The flooring torn, our garden swamped, and our furniture destroyed. Not only were we not warned or properly prepared, but as citizens of Nigeria, we were not educated or taught about the concept of climate change, rendered helpless. I knew from this experience that if my family was forced to rebuild after this climate disaster, then people I knew who lived in even worse living conditions will not be able to survive. Because of climate uneducation and the inability and incapacity to bounce back after climate disasters, hundreds of people lose their lives yearly. Entire communities of people mass migrate, and everywhere I look, there is a sign of either climate change, climate-prone activities, or climate vulnerability. And yet, only a small percentage of people even know what climate change is. I am motivated and have a lot of experience from starting the movement Fight Global Warming Nigeria in the summer of 2020. Through this, and after the Nigerian flash floods that displaced over 1.6 million people, I raised over 2.5 million naira to help rebuild 2 schools in my community that were torn down and set in place structures that ensured stability if the floods returned. This is why I want to formally register and scale my movement to fight global warming Nigeria, building on the momentum I generated through my social media presence, participation in COP27, and ongoing projects. Through the creation of an information climate education hub, I hope to connect people with the resources needed to understand more about global warming and how to protect themselves against it. With a deeper understanding, people will be inspired to take responsibility for the state of the earth, and through hosting local projects that will empower people with the knowledge, skills, values, and attitudes needed to act as agents of change, my dream of proper climate education will come to pass.
Wonderful. So as you can see, the video contest brings so many wonderful, passionate teens and allows them to present what they care about. So many young people have really great ideas, and what's great about the Global Collab is that we help them in that, supporting them in that way. Yeah. Okay. Is there? I don't know.
Emma, is Amara here? I don't know if she's able to make it. I can't see anyone.
I did not see her in the meeting.
Okay.
I don't think she was able to make it.
No
But
worries.
yeah, Amara has done a lot of work on climate action and does a lot of outreach as well as organizational work.
And she's now the co-lead of our Arts Hub with Rania.
Yep, and she just wanted, yeah, to encourage everyone to join the hubs and yeah, they recently relaunched art. So if anyone's interested, definitely let us know and we'll connect you with Amara. All right, and now we have the hubs overview. And I think Sandra, are you handling this one?
That's gonna be
Or
me. So hello,
Rajan.
everyone. My name is Rajan Foster, and I just want to introduce one of the main events of the Global CoLab Network, which is our wonderful teen-led hubs. We have 12 wonderful hubs that are meeting on Zoom every single week. We use Slack to communicate between each other and the hubs. We have all hands meetings every month or so, where all the hubs can communicate through a Zoom meeting or through Slack connections to kind of converse about what the recent projects we've been doing. So I'll just quickly overview each of the hubs. So we have the Afghanistan hub, which helps women in Afghanistan with learning English and getting them internet access. We have the Arts Hub, the Climate Action Hub, Gender Equality Hub, Spanish Speaking Hub. We have the Mental Wellness Hub, which is the one that I lead. We have the Plastic Pollution Hub, Quality Education, Racial Justice, Turkish Speaking, Wildlife Conservation, and Zero Hunger. I will really quickly introduce the Mental Health Hub, which is the one I lead. So we inspire, educate, and raise awareness among teens about mental health and work to destigmatize through education, teen-led clubs, and open discussions. I'll just introduce a few of our members. So we have 2 leaders. I co-lead alongside my friend Akash. We have a wonderful mentor, as do many of the hubs, named Jessica. And then we have 4 additional members. We have Kirabo from Cameroon, Alicia from Pakistan, Ryan, who goes to Columbia University in New York, and Tanushri, who's our most recent member from Uruguay. So I'll just quickly go over some of our past projects. So we hosted an eco-anxiety webinar, which was a online webinar that we hosted about kind of the merging of the climate the ideals of the climate hub and the ideals of our mental health hub. And that's a lot of what the collab is about in of itself. We like to find the merging points of these key ideas behind the SDGs and how we can work together to solve them. We also created an online resource list and many blog posts to help advocate for mental health change in our communities. And recently we've been doing a lot of lobbying activities. We've been doing a lot of lobbying activities in the DMV area, especially with local congressmen to support change for mental health. These are just some of our future projects and plans. So we want to continue lobbying. So this summer, we're going to work with local congressmen to help reduce therapy costs in our area. We've also planned on creating some podcasts, another use of technology within our hub where we kind of demonstrate some of the key issues that are so fundamental to mental health and especially in youth. And then lastly, we're going to host a second webinar, this time focused on academic workloads and the stress associated with school. Thank you.
Thank you, Rajan. And next we have our gender equality and racial justice.
Okay. Hi everyone. I'm Catherine and I'm from Arlington, Virginia, and I'm a high school student and I'm the leader of the Racial Justice Hub, and I'm also a member of the Gender Equality Hub. And we currently, although these are 2 separate hubs, we currently meet together in a combined meeting as we're looking to expand our hubs. We're a little low on members right now, but we're really hoping to gain some new and really engaged members. So far the Gender Equality Hub has done the Overheard podcast, and this was a really successful podcast available on Spotify that discussed the general topics regarding like gender equality and all those types of things. It also was able to fundraise $1,000 to send girls to school in Ghana, which was really amazing. Both hubs use social media content to really network and engage with teens across the globe, and we found it to be really effective to also promote things and events about gender equality and racial justice. And then finally, the Racial Justice Hub made a really amazing implicit bias workshop. This was made by teens for teens, and it's a 20-minute workshop that basically informs and educates teens on implicit and explicit bias. And if we go to the next slide, we can look at it a little bit more. So here's a little bit about the implicit bias workshop. So this workshop really goes over what exactly implicit bias is and the science behind it. We'll move on, please. It also goes over some statistics to really back this up, and it connects it back to the Sustainable Development Goal number 16, as we really want to emphasize the SDGs. And then if we go to the next slide, or I think that actually would be it. And so we're really hoping to get the implicit bias workshop into more schools and into the hands of students as well as educators. Right. And Mhm.
Perfect. And next we have Awisha's story that we want to share. Awisha is a member
Um,
of go
Star,
ahead, Linda.
Star, Catherine's gonna continue.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Okay, yeah. So Awisha's one of our she's a really great and engaged member of our hubs. And she's from Pakistan. Sorry for the background noise. And so we're actually gonna show a video that she made for I believe the Gender Equality Hub.
My name is Avisha Mingal. Today I'm going to tell you 9 lines about gender inequality. First, one of the major causes of gender inequality is the lack of awareness among women about their rights and their ability to achieve equality. 2. Gender discrimination impacts millions of girls and boys around the world, denying them basic human rights like education, income, equality. 3. Gender inequality remains a major barrier to human development. 4. Gender discrimination harms all of society and negativity impacts the economy, education, health, and life expectancy. 5. Gender inequality makes children insecure about their gender. 6. Gender inequality can be the cause of a people's death. 7. Gender inequality can spread the hate among the people. 8. Gender inequality can affect on our mentally and physically health, like depression and anxiety. Join SDGs and join Gender Equality Hub and control gender inequality.
All right, so that's such a great we could go on to next slide, please. All right, here's our Afghanistan hub. And this hub is super incredible. It really works hard to support young girls in Afghanistan and provide them provide them support to gain an education and really learn English. And if we can move on to the next slide. So yeah, our Afghanistan hub has done so much. It's actually provided internet funding for 10 households over the past 4 months so that the collab mentors, as well as an English teacher and a Kabul-based intern, can help 10 young females meet weekly by Zoom to talk and learn in English and really find ways to support each other as well as their really valuable educations.
So now we'll be turning to the Spanish-speaking hub, we have a video that will explain this hub.
Soy Brianda Ramírez y soy de México. Soy mentor para el Hub de Hispanohablantes y me encanta colaborar con este espacio porque me motiva a construir de forma colaborativa vidas dignas para todos los seres del planeta.
Hi, my name is Pablo. I started by submitting a Team Stream video 5 years ago, and now I'm a mentor for the Spanish Hub.
Hi, my name is Rafa, and I am from High School Epos Revandum Cemetery, and we'd like to tell you about some of our projects we're currently doing.
Hi everyone, my name is Alejandro and we are making the project lamps. This is a project that seeks students who take advantage of the energy of the plants through the photosynthesis. For example, The students could charge their cell phone with this system. We seek to implement clean and affordable energy in our school.
The objective of the eco breaks is to take advantage of the plastic waste that is normally discarded and turn into valuable resources that can be used in sustainable construction projects.
My name is Saul, and my team is formed by Roberta, Kenya, Fernanda, and me. And our project is an organic school garden. In a school garden, it is possible to plant a variety of fresh and organic crops, such as vegetables and fruits. So it can be an effective project to contributing in the achievement of the second SDG of the 2030 agenda.
Okay, great. That was our Spanish hub. And now Haley's going to talk about our plastics and climate hub.
Yeah, thank you. So basically at the Club Lab, we do a bunch of environmental work as obviously climate change is a huge problem in our society today. So we have 3 hubs that actually tackle this issue. So it's the Wildlife Conservation Hub, the Plastics Hub, and the Climate Hub. But the 2 I'm going to be talking about is the Plastic and the Climate Hub. So really quick, what the Plastic Hubs just raises awareness around single-use plastics and try to change policy and help recycling programs, while the Climate Hub deals with all things involving climate change. Some projects we've had is in the Plastics Hub, we created a reusable takeout box that was actually funded by Amazon. We got $225,000 from them to actually implement this at a park, it is actually implemented at a park. We have a yearly global plastic pickup competition. And then in terms of the Climate Hub, they do a trash and show, which is a virtual show in which teens from all over the world submit, and they create like fashion pieces out of trash to make a statement on fast fashion. And then lastly, just May of this year, we had a virtual plastic webinar with the Plastic Pollution Coalition, which was really cool. And they talked about greenwashing with us. So yep, those are just some highlights of those 2 hubs.
Thank you, Haley. And then we have Ben. I think Ben's here with us for Zero Hunger.
Yep. Hi, I'm Ben West, or Sky West, whatever you prefer to call me. And I head the Zero Hunger Hub along with my co-ambassador Isabella, who I don't think is here today. But yeah, just to give a quick overview. Our hub is basically to help fight food insecurity in our local communities, and we do that by making our gardens. So yeah, we have a couple gardens. We have one, the Arlington Garden in Virginia, which I head. We've been having a really good year, or season, I should say. We're working towards a grant and installing a drip irrigation system, which will also help benefit SDG 6, sufficient and sustainable water use. Yeah, and then we have another one, Ellicott City, Maryland, which Isabella, my co-ambassador, heads. And they've just started their season somewhat recently. And they've been doing some great work and have raised a lot of money for their own garden. Yeah, so that's basically what we do as the Zero Hunger Hub, and we donate all of our produce to local food banks.
Awesome work, Ben. And then we have the Education Hub, Emma.
Yes, okay, so I am one of the team heads of the Education Hub, as I mentioned earlier, and our mission is to help teenagers to promote quality and equitable education in their communities as well as worldwide. Okay, perfect. So I'm one of the ambassadors, as well as Tanishka, who you met earlier. We have a couple of our members are Alicia from Pakistan and Bilge from Turkey, as well as our mentor, Katya from Turkey. In the past, we have done college advice blogs for high school students for the college application process. Last year, we had a wonderful time speaking at the Smithsonian Folklife Festival in DC. We do teen advice seminars where we run a collab-wide meeting where we discuss one of the SDGs, and the teenagers are allowed to or have the opportunity to share ideas that they believe can be implemented. We've also collaborated with the Turkish Hub on podcasts. And we created we helped the Arts Hub create the collab wide book, which we'll talk about in a little bit. Current and future projects that we're working on right now is the podcast series where we're interviewing teachers and others in the education system. We worked on the UN documentary, and we're also hoping to do children's books, which is not listed here, but children's books that look at the SDGs, and then also petition letters for our local governments that will work on equitable education. So this is a little bit about the book. The Arts and Education Hub teamed up to create a collab-wide book that discusses the SDG goals and the global collab in our hubs. We were able to publish it on Amazon, so anyone can access and purchase it. So it was a wonderful project where everyone in the hubs got to work on like their project, like their chapter and what they're working on. So we're very lucky to be able to do this.
Awesome.
So to finish up the
Okay, sorry, keep going, Emma. I can't see.
No, I was just saying, so to finish up the presentation, we wanted to talk about how you can get involved either with the collab or with the SDGs. We always love to have partnerships with other organizations. We really appreciate volunteers who help us or mentors. And then obviously just spreading the word about the work that we're doing, either through social media or person to person, helps us as well as the mission that we're working towards. So thank you so much. I'm going to pass it back to Linda for our last few items.
Okay, that was fantastic. I want to thank everybody, and I know we're running overtime. We do want to take some time for Q&A. And I know Liv has to leave here in a minute, so Liv will go ahead and have the teens lead our Q&A, but I want to say thank you so much to Liv for being with us today and to Mozilla Hubs. We're going to end with a fantastic inspirational short video that our Turkish Hub has presented. And again, all teens across the planet are encouraged to join the Global Collab. Please look at our website. So this was created by our Turkish Hub.
We have a dream.
Okay, this isn't very good sound quality. Unfortunately, Star.
Sorry, Linda, what did you say?
The sound quality isn't very good, so I want to send this video out to everybody in the follow-up email and make sure everybody watches it, because you will not have a dry face afterwards. It will, if you're like me, it's very inspiring video from our youth, and our Turkish Hub organized it with youth all over the world. So as you can tell, we use technology in everything that we do at the collab. We're going to close it up, but we have a brand new website. We want you to look at our website. I'm not sure. Yes, globalcollab.net. You can get to everything that you've seen there through the website, and resources on the website will lead you to our VR hubs. And let's just say thank you to all for coming. Let's just close up our presentation and get right to Q&A. Make it a full gallery view, and there we go. Okay, so thank you, everybody. Let's have any questions or comments. Yes, Sue.
I would like to just say how wonderful it is to see what you guys are up to. I've been aware of this Global Collab for quite a while, and I have a dream of bringing in kids from all over Florida to the hubs. And as an elder, I've been working with some friends to put together a 1 hour program, doing it as a spiritual approach to the SDGs. And we use music and all kinds of fun things. What I'm interested in, what we were talking about today, I'm sorry, I'm making this way too long. We would like to work with young people to translate what we've done over these many months into something that would be useful for kids. And so if anybody would like to help with that, I'd love to have a little hub.
So Sue, what I recommend is that you email me and we set up a time to have a conversation with our teens about
Awesome.
all your ideas. We're really
Okay.
excited. Thank you
That
so
would be
much for
great.
joining us.
Thank you.
Catherine, can you lead the Q&A here?
Yeah, sure. I'm checking to see if the chat has any questions.
Are there other people that have questions? Just raise your hand physically or with the. So Liv has a question.
Yeah, so what are your goals? What comes next in your leadership journey? Okay, so that's a really great question. I think for me personally, as I'm the leader of the Racial Justice Hub, I'm really hoping to expand the hub and gain more members within Arlington County where I live, but also globally. And so I'm working really closely with Linda and the other teens, and we're really trying to figure out how we can really network and engage teens to not only be members of our hubs, but also be really engaged and committed. So I think as a leader that is one of my upcoming goals.
Other teens?
Yeah, I guess I'll jump in there too. I have many of the same sentiments as Catherine. Expanding the hub is, I think, a lot of our priorities, but as well as just plainly trying to make a difference in our communities through both gardening and personally to the Zero Hunger Hub, I want to expand our gardens as well as make our system more efficient and have a higher output of goods and produce, not to sell, but to give to people who need it.
Thanks. I want to just interject and say, I'm looking at the chat. Katya told us that Melanie Ranson is a teacher in Virginia that worked with them on the peace song. So Star's going to send all of you the peace song. Please watch it. It's an inspiring, and thank you, Melanie. We would love, I'm in Virginia. I would love to meet you. So please, if you can get in touch with us by email and let's set up a time to chat. Other questions for Catherine to moderate here?
I have one question. So, hi, my name is Said. So, this is my second time I'm coming here in this club in this house.
Can you speak up, please? We can't hear you.
My name is Said, and this is my second time I'm here in the global hub. So I'm inspiring by this. I'm inspiring for this work that I didn't finish my project. So we are doing in my community for agriculture and environment. So when I finish my project, I can submit this. So I'm right now in my last senior high school year. So the next year I'm going to college. So I'm proud of this. I'm working with people that I admire most.
Saeed, can you get in touch with us by email so we can learn more about you?
Yes.
Okay, I'd really like you to tell us more about where you are, what you're doing, and how we can plug you in. Thank you for joining us.
I'm putting our email in the chat, Saeed. Thank you.
Other questions and comments?
I want to talk about what Saeed is doing. It sounded like you're doing an agricultural project. And I'm in a similar situation to you. I'm going into my senior year as well, and then on to college, finishing my senior year. And the Zero Hunger Hub is mostly focused on agricultural processes and trying to make a sustainable thing for the environment through our agricultural processes. And we're small scale right now, but we totally want to hear about what you're doing with your project and help you with it in any way we can. Yeah, so just reach out to that email right there, and maybe the Zero Hunger Hub can help you out in a way and give you advice in some manner.
Saeed, we'd like you to join the Zero Hunger Hub. It meets on usually Sunday night at 8 p.m. So if you email us, we'll plug you in with Ben, and Ben and you can connect on joining the hub. We would love that. I hope it's clear that we're trying to get teens to join our weekly hubs.
All right, thank you.
Other questions, comments? I know it's 4:02.
If Alejandra wants to speak for about like 30 seconds or a minute about her experience with the Spanish Hub, that would be great. Go ahead, Alejandra.
And if you want to share your picture of yourself.
Alejandra, you might be on mute.
Hello.
Hi.
I just want to speak on behalf of the Spanish speaking hub, and we are a great study involved in the environment, and we are very excited to be able to participate in these meetings. And we love everyone's work. Congratulations.
Alejandra, that's so fantastic. We'd love to have more engagement with you. It's so great what you're doing in the Spanish speaking hub. We hope sometime you can all come to the UN with us.
Yeah, thank you.
Any other comments, questions? Catherine, do you want to wrap it up? Oh, Rasak. Yes, Rasak.
All right, thank you very much for this opportunity. Right now I'm really surprised we had a winner for the Global Teens Changemaker Award. From Lagos, Nigeria. I'm very excited right now because we getting really out of it. Of course, last year when I applied, I was only the Nigerian there, and I felt really, really. So I felt somehow because I was like, we had a lot of teens here in Nigeria, and we have them joining the platform. Very much.
We have so many teens from Africa and particularly Nigeria that have shown interest, and Rasak is one of our very strong teen entrepreneurs from Africa. And so we're really proud of you, Rasak, and everything that you've done. And we're proud of all the teens, every one of them. And Katya, you have an amazing group in Turkey, and Brianda in Mexico. We just want to grow this family of youth. So that's what we're doing here at the UN. We're working hard with our teens, are leading the charge. And I'm going to ask Catherine to finish up here, and we'll say goodbye.
All right. Well, I just want to thank everyone for being on here. It's so inspiring to see not only our teens and Linda, who organizes all of this for us, and is so amazing, but also all of you here to come support us. We're really appreciative of it. And we really hope that you guys continue to follow along with the collab and support us and support the work we do. So please check out the peace song. I believe it's linked in the chat, and as well as our email. So send us an email if you ever have any questions or any interest to get involved. And we're just really happy that you could join us today. So thank you.
Thanks, everybody. We actually ended pretty much on time, even though we had a lot of technical challenges. Okay, bye-bye.
Bye.